Does anyone else feel like time is getting faster? Seriously, every day, week, month is just flying by lately, and something just doesn't feel normal about it. And trust me, you're not the only one. Everyone feels it. Well, as it turns out, the universe might be dying. Or it already ended, and the Mayans were right this entire time. Like, didn't the 2020s just start and we're already halfway through the decade? You've probably seen this years of your life chart that explains why time feels to get faster as we age, showing you how each year that goes by becomes a smaller and smaller percentage of your total life lived so far, which is why the years feel like they go by quicker as we get older. But I'm not talking about that. I mean, objective time itself, by the hour, seems like it's faster than it used to be. It could be the 2020 effect, from which many people report the days, weeks, and months since 2020 seem like they're passing by at an alarming rate. Psychologists coined the term and proposed that the 2020 lockdowns caused a major disruption in our normal routines, making every day feel the same, distorting our sense of time. During the lockdowns, time sort of stood still. We basically did nothing for a whole year, and then we're still heavily restricted for another year after that. When we do the same thing every day in confined environments, we lose our sense of time. But then as things returned to normal and social interactions, vacations, work, the regular flow of life came back, comparing this active lifestyle to the past 2 years of doing nothing, life started to feel as if it was moving at lightning speed and time sped up with it. But no, this is different. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm talking about. Everyone feels it. It has to be something more than that. What if the world, the entire universe actually, is ending? There are many scientifically backed theories that propose how the universe may end, one of which is called the Big Crunch. It's sort of just the opposite of the Big Bang, which was a huge explosion that created the entire universe. All matter, galaxies, black holes, stars, and planets that we have today. Scientists have observed that the universe itself is actually continually expanding out in every direction faster than the speed of light ever since. This is because of dark energy, the dominant force that causes this expansion, and we don't exactly know how it works. The Big Crunch hypothesizes that this expansion will eventually lose its momentum, slow down, and possibly even stop. If this happens, the force of gravity of all the objects inside this enormous universe would take over dark energy as the dominant force in play. And what does gravity do? Brings everything back to the center. All objects in the universe would slowly collide inwards towards each other, bringing the edge of the universe itself in with them. The entire universe gets smaller and denser, which makes it really hot and eventually collapses back to its singular point of infinite density that was the start of the Big Bang, which may even trigger a new Big Bang, and the universe would start all over again in an infinite cycle of big bangs and big crunches that goes on forever. And we're just currently living in one of those cycles. Now, the theory here is, since space and time are directly related, as per Einstein, when the fabric of space gets smaller, so does time. Imagine the entire timeline of the universe as a spring, and passing down the spring is us passing through time. As space collapses, that timeline spring, in theory, condenses as well, making the journey of passing down the spring shorter and quicker. So whereas before, getting from, say, day 1 to day 2 on the timeline of the universe took 1 unit of perceived time, now experiencing that same segment of time from day 1 to 2 only takes 0.9 units of perceived time, resulting in the same segment of time feeling like it goes by quicker. Do you follow me here? Just like in video editing, when you bring a clip into your timeline and increase the speed by 10%, it gets shorter. So now, what if the Big Crunch has already started, and we're experiencing that slight bit of condensed time as the universe is slowly starting to shrink? Because, I mean, it would be slow at first. Time's not going to start accelerating significantly until the universe is much smaller in a couple 100 million years or whatever, where years will potentially go by in a matter of hours. What if we're in that initial stage of time shrinkage, where the length of a year feels just a little faster than what a year used to feel like? Because a year was actually supposed to end it all just a little over a decade ago, 2012. For anyone that remembers, there was a huge doomsday prophecy going around in the years leading up to 2012 based on the Mayan calendar. Now, the Mayans, they were pretty damn smart. Their empire lasted for around 3,000 years, possibly longer, until they collapsed around 900 AD. The Maya were well known for their advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and time. They developed some of the most intricate timekeeping methods that we know as the Mayan calendar. Well, calendars, actually. The Mayans had around 20 calendars, a lot of which we don't even fully understand yet. But one of their most important ones was the long count calendar, which is different from any other ancient culture's calendar in the world. Rather than basing it off the solar cycles of us going around the sun, they broke it down into a series of day-night cycles since the last creation. The largest of these cycles was a Baktun, which was around 394 years, and 13 Baktuns would make a complete age. age, where everything would reset back to zero. They believed they were living in the fourth age, which started in August 3114 BC. 13 Baktuns after that gives us December 21st, 2012, the end of that age, which many people thought would mark the end of the world. But what if, through some divine knowledge of the Mayans, that just marked the end of the universe expanding? And it's been collapsing ever since, as per the Big Crunch, slowly but surely speeding time up with it. Because a lot of people claim things haven't really been the same since 2012, almost like we switched timelines. Coincidentally, in that exact same year, scientists in Switzerland apparently opened a black hole using the Large Hadron Collider, aka the Big Bang Machine, where particles are accelerated close to the speed of light in a 27-kilometer loop and smashed into each other, working on experiments meant to recreate the very first moments of the universe. CERN, the organization leading the research, discovered a new particle known as the Higgs boson, aka the God particle, in 2012. The Higgs boson is a special type of particle that we can't exactly interact with, but permeates the entire fabric of space and basically allows matter to exist. It's complicated, I know, which many scientists actually warned the creation of this particle may form a black hole that would consume the Earth and our entire solar system in a split second. Well, it actually might have already done that, and reality as we knew it ended in 2012. It happened so fast that none of us could notice, and we're currently living inside that black hole and are experiencing the time dilation effects of its immense gravity, or we just switched to a completely different timeline. Because if you look at it, that's also around the same time that people started having collective memories about things that never happened, known as the Mandela effect. You know, when a large group of people recall something being different than what it really was. Popular ones like the Berenstain Bears, Jif Peanut Butter, the Monopoly Man never had a monocle, the cornucopia in Fruit of the Loom, which I swear I can remember that one. We Are the Champions doesn't end with of the world. Remember the Energizer Bunny that strolled around beating his drum? He had a battery on his back, right? Nope, it is and always has been on his leg. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. The reason we have Mandela effects in the first place is because we're living in this alternate timeline where time's speeding up, and we occasionally get faint memories from our old timeline, which we all experience together. At the end of the day, we could just be getting older and perceiving every year that goes by as slightly quicker than the last. But I don't know, something just really feels off to me. Like the passing of time itself just got accelerated by magnitudes of what it used to be. These days are flying by at lightning speed, and I can't help but feel that maybe reality as we knew it will never be the same.